Sziasztok, and welcome back to another video with Coach Donny. Today we're going to talk about something very important, something that in my opinion is overlooked very often in youth sports and youth soccer. We're going to talk about nutrition, and specifically nutrition in a period that we're in right now. In the fall and in the spring, we have a lot of soccer tournaments around the world. And nutrition should be very important, and we should create very good habits early on so these kids can continue to excel and fuel their performance on and off the field with the good sources of food and beverages that they put in their body. The first thing I wanted to talk about within this topic is hydration. The first rule of hydration: it's already too late if you're feeling thirsty. A player should never feel thirsty. So what I try to do with my players is before they start a session or before they start their warm-up, we're talking about a tournament weekend or any other game, I want them to start with drinking water, 6 to 10 gulps. Then they start their warm-up. In the middle of the warm-up, depending on the weather, sometimes we take 2 breaks within the 40 to 50 minute long warm-up. They stop for another water break and they drink anywhere between 3 to 7 gulps of water. Then after the warm-up, they drink again 6 to 10 gulps of water. Then the game starts, halftime comes, everybody hits their water jugs, 6 to 10 gulps again, coach talks, we go over the halftime, and before they get out on the field, a couple gulps of water again. Now the game is over, everybody goes to their water bottles, they drink again, coach has his talk or her talk, and after that's done, they get their after game snack, which should be with something from complex carbohydrates, because you really want to put some good carbs in their bodies within 30 minutes. One more thing I wanted to mention about hydration: electrolyte drinks. Electrolyte drinks are great, but I really prefer the non-sugary ones, especially for younger ages. I wouldn't really give sugary electrolyte drinks unless it's after a very long session, 90 minutes plus, 60 minutes maybe if the weather is very hot and the intensity is very high. But otherwise, I would keep those away until they're all the way 13, 14, 15 years old. Let's go back to the complex carbohydrates. So they had their after game snack, and now let's say we have 3-4 hours between the game. That's enough between this game and the next game. Now that's enough to get a good light meal. Couple rules here. Complex carbohydrates is the key word. You want to get your whole wheat pasta, you want to get your brown rice, you want to get your whole grain bread, because I know a lot of families like to go to sandwich shops, which are great options. I prefer the chicken breast option there, one of the easiest proteins to digest. Stay away from the red meat, please, please, please. And if you must eat something that's deli, then try to go for the least processed ones. Gotta get your vegetables, but something that's very low in starch, not too high in starch, so it doesn't give an extra load to the stomach and takes away energy from your next game to use for your digestive system. Fruits, bananas are great. They are a great source of carbohydrates and potassium. And potassium has a major role in muscle contraction. So that helps the young athlete to move, run, do whatever he needs to or she needs to do. That's why so many electrolyte drinks also have loads of potassium in there. Now, couple rules. Nothing spicy. Only eat what you know and have tried before. Don't try to experiment and eat something that you haven't tried before. Go to your go-to foods. And I'm gonna break a couple hearts out there. No sodas, no donuts, no ice cream, no chocolate, no fries, and no fast food or junk food. These take a ton of energy away from you. They're gonna make your sugar levels peak and then drop, makes the player lethargic. You don't want to do those. Another very good source of complex carbohydrates are mixed nuts, pistachios, hazelnuts, almonds, cashews, peanuts, peanut butters. Peanut butter spread is also a very good source. Many of these nuts have great carbs in it, as I mentioned it, very healthy fats, and a little bit of protein, because you don't want to go too crazy on your protein. You just want to get a little bit of protein in your meal to make it into a complex meal before your next game. Don't feel full after you had your meal. Feel okay, but wait, give it 20-30 minutes, and I guarantee you're gonna feel good, even though you were super hungry. You never want to feel too heavy and too full. Let that happen at nighttime after your second game or third game of the day. This is it for today. I hope my tips will help you and your child in your soccer journey. As always, feel free to reach out if you have any questions. This is it for today. Coach Donnie is out.